You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 4 of the SCAC women's soccer season, and today we're joined by the SCAC women's soccer defensive player of the week, junior defender Lindsey Peng of the Trinity University Tigers. Lindsey, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Lindsey, this team is now 5-2 on the year. Started the season 3-0, 2-2 in your last 4. That included an impressive 6-0 win over Texas Lutheran this past weekend. What have you learned about this team through the opening, part of the season, and what has been a real bright spot for this group early on as you get prepared to really open up SCAC play next week?
Honestly, I would say that we've just kind of learned how to play together, and we've learned a lot of people can do a lot of different things, especially different things than what they did last year. I think the biggest excitement for me and for the team is just all of the new players that we've had, even ones that maybe didn't play as much last year, or people who have just stepped up, but especially the freshmen coming in, because I think we're a very deep team, and regardless of what happens, it seems that anyone that comes in is able to bring a lift and just affect the team in positive ways in just different manners than I think we've really ever seen before.
Lindsey, you anchor a defense that has already posted 4 shutouts on the year and allowed just 4 goals. How has your back line come together as this season has opened up, and what makes this unit difficult to score on?
I think a lot of it is communication and leadership from Kristen especially, and just being organized, and communication is really the biggest thing for especially defense, because it's just the backbone behind everything. And I think that we really seem to get along well and vibe in that sense. And I just really think that that's the biggest deal, is that we kind of have learned how to play to each other's strengths and just really kind of lean on each other when maybe someone's a little off for a minute.
You mentioned one of the strengths of this team being that there have been contributions across the board from everyone up and down the lineup. As you look at this roster, 12 either freshmen or sophomores have made starts for this group. Lots of young talent. As an upperclassman for the first time, what is, you've been a big part of the success on the field. Have you maybe seen your role change a little bit this season as a junior? Do you feel like you're sort of shouldering a little bit more of that responsibility role?
I wouldn't say shouldering. I think that a lot of our freshmen have actually stepped up in big ways and taken on a lot of responsibility, whether they're coming in from the bench or they're some of the ones starting. I think it is a little bit different as a junior, just kind of being a little bit more of a leadership role and kind of setting the tone, setting the example, which is something that as a sophomore nobody's really necessarily looking at you, but kind of as a junior, and especially with only 2 seniors, I think that, and with such a big freshman class, I think that has shifted a little bit, and that I think all of our junior class feels a little bit more of the leadership role than we did last year.
Finally, looking ahead to this weekend, 1 game on the schedule, a huge opportunity for this team against Southwestern on Sunday, a big match. What are your expectations heading into that contest? What will be key for this team to continue to build on the momentum you've gained to this point of the year?
I think that just continuing to build off the principles that we focused on, like passing with purpose and really changing the point of attack, and just kind of still figuring out what is our game, because it is different this year with so many kind of new mixes of people. I think Southwestern is always a good game because they are probably our strongest competitors in SCAC, and so it's always exciting to play them. And I really think just continuing to play our game and work together, and it should be a great game.
Now it's time for the fastest minute in all Division III sports. That's right, it's the SCAC 60, a chance for you SCAC Nation to get to know your SCAC Players of the Week a bit better. Lindsey, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We'll put 60 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Lindsey, what's your favorite thing to eat for breakfast?
Peanut butter.
Your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving.
You get invited to an award show. Are you going to the Grammys or the Oscars?
Grammys.
When it comes to cell phones, would you rather text or talk?
Text.
If you could play any instrument, what would it be?
Piano.
Country music or hip hop?
Country music.
Time traveler, are you headed to the future or the past?
Future for sure.
Favorite social media platform that you use?
Snapchat.
Skittles or M&Ms?
Ooh, M&Ms.
The lake or the ocean?
What was the first one?
The lake or the ocean?
Ocean.
Who's the best dancer on the team?
Lila Bevins.
What's the favorite place for the team to eat when you're on the road?
Jason's Deli.
And that will wrap up the fastest minute in all Division III sports, the SCAC 60. Again, this week we were joined by the SCAC Women's Soccer Defender of the Week, junior defender Lindsey Peng of the Trinity University Tigers. Lindsey, again, congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to move forward throughout your junior season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.